On the
10K. We're
10.
going up to the
Okay.
10K.
We do this story. We do this show for Travis. I should mention the other Kenyan women in there, besides Obiri, Ren Gurik and Tirop, who are solid as well and can medal. 10K. Here we go. Gordon's rankings. Hassan, Gidey, Obiri, Sisson at 4, Schweizer, Klosterhalfen, and then Sigi, Gebre Kalkiden, Gezahenge, Eilish McColgan, and Hitomi Nia of Japan. That's the top 10. So, again, the question here about Hassan, will she double? Gudaf Sagai is entered in both, Gordon. I don't know if it's just an alternate situation, but that's something to keep an eye on.
I think it's
The U.S.
alternate.
has the U.S. has medaled in this in the past. This is the battle of the two people who shared the world record over the course of a couple of days, with Sifan Hassan running 29:06, and then Gidey outdoing her a couple days later, running 29:01. I still lean Hassan here, though, just because the closing speed.
Yeah, I lean Hassan as well. I think even though Hassan doesn't have the world record, they're basically the same. She would have had it if she ran after Gidey. You know, the difference between 29:01 and 29:06 to me doesn't mean anything because they just happen to be on different times. So whatever. They basically have the same PB in my mind. And Hasay is just that much quicker. And the 10K, it's going to come down to who has the final fast 600 or so. And Hasay is going to have that over a good day any day of the week. I do want to talk a little bit, though. I think, we talk about odds. Do you think there's a chance we could have an Emily Infeld type performance where an American finds a way to get third in this race? I think it would be assuming that Hassan and Gidey go 1-2 in any order. Do you think there's a chance where a Sisson or a Monson or a Schweizer find a way to get top 3? Basically third, not top 3, third.
I mean, I have the medal odds at 10%, so that tells you what I think. It's just, you have two women 29 low, and two women who are not shy about getting after it. And it's just going to make it so tough. Now, I guess you're saying those two break away and then.
Yeah.
So, usually how this goes, I mean, that year was historic, but usually how this goes is, there's that battle up front, right? And then the U.S. is in that 6, 7, 8 range, which is awesome. Like that 2016 race with Ayana, Molly Huddle ran amazing, but Ayana was basically
American
out of
record,
the
right?
Yeah, Ayana was out of the screen, and Chariot and Ayana ran Chariot and Dababa out of the screen, and Ayana was just flying around the track. So I think it's going to be, again, something fast, something in the 29s, which leaves them sort of out. Because you have people like, if you look at like the yearly list here, it's not just those two. I mean, those two are a cut above, as they should be, because they're running world records. But then you have like Geza Hegne of Bahrain, like 29:50, right? People ride at 30 minutes. It's going to be very, very difficult. I guess the one thing for the U.S. is, I feel like Schweizer and Sisson are two different types of runners, and maybe that spreads out the chances. So if it's two different types of races, that they could have somebody just factor in late. Because what you want is just someone who's able to hang around and capitalize on people having a bad day. But when I look at that yearly list right there, that's daunting for me.
Yeah. What you would want is you want Gidey and Hassan to push the pace, incredible pace. You have a bunch of other athletes kind of be like in over their head and just go with it. And then the Americans don't go with it. They kind of stay a little bit off of it. And then they hope that there's a lot of carnage in that final mile or 2 miles, and they pick people off and then find a way to get to third. And just hope that like maybe the weather is super hot or something. Maybe that helps a situation where there's a lot of carnage. But they're just basically going to need Gidey and Hassan to blow up the field and have all this casualties, and then Americans just kind of walk their way through up to third. That's, I think, the
Yeah.
way it would happen.
So that 2015 race was slow. 31:41 was the winning time. Everybody was in it late, right? Like we remember the Enfield Huddle thing, silver or sorry, bronze and fourth, obviously. But Shalane Flanagan was sixth in 31:46. So there were three women in the top six, and everybody was bunched together. You contrast that, and I know not every championship is going to be the same, but you contrast that with 2019 in Doha, and you had the winning time 30:17, Gaudet 30:21, Tirop 30:25 for bronze, and that was Hassan really moving the last 1500 too. It wasn't as if it was they were max from the get go, and then you had the Americans come through 8, 9, 10, which I think in this in that 5, 6, 7 would be the best possible sort of range for that top finisher. Because you also have people like Klosterhoffen, who I hadn't heard much from this year. She had run one race in Texas where she got that German record in the 10K, and then popped up yesterday on Sunday, ran 14:51, and she's only running the 10,000. So I just think someone's going to take the pace on and push it, and even if they don't, Hassan can drive from farther out, and this will be the last one, right? August the 7th. So she'll have every other race behind her if she triples.